Welcome back to Temple Tonight. I'm your host, Madeline Gillespie, and the holiday season is officially upon us. Building snowmen, hot chocolate, and gifts galore. I couldn't be more excited. But we do have some news to cover, so let's look at the latest headlines. Recently, passengers on a plane noticed that there were 2 missing windows when they were almost 14,000 feet in the air. Allegedly, it took them so long to notice because they were too busy waiting for their ginger ale. People magazine has named Patrick Dempsey as 2023's sexiest man alive. You know, I think this is a fun tradition, but it's time for people to start naming the sexiest woman alive. I mean, I don't know if it'd be much of a competition, though, because there's already a clear winner. I don't know why you guys laughed at that. Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa has recently announced the marriage of 2 people who met in his office. And this is the 20th time a married couple has met there. I mean, the nightlife in Iowa must be pretty bleak if people are resorting to getting government jobs in hopes of finding love. The trailer for the new Garfield movie starring Chris Pratt was recently released, and it seems like Chris has reached that height of fame where he doesn't really have to act anymore. He's right up there with The Rock and Will Ferrell. I guess he just kind of gets to show up and play himself in every one of his movies from now on. West Virginia University recently motioned to eliminate 32 of the school's major programs in an effort to slash costs, including the dissolution of all foreign language departments. To cut costs at Temple University, administrators opted to save money by refusing to install a single stall door that closes properly in the Mazur Hall bathrooms. Khloe Kardashian's ex, Tristan Thompson, recently said in an interview that, "When I cheat, I feel disgusted the next day." Okay, but why does he talk about cheating on the mother of his child the same way I talk about eating too many pieces of pizza? Taylor Swift asked fans not to throw stuff on stage because it really freaks her out. Taylor, toughen up. I get things thrown at me every time I do stand-up comedy, and you don't see me complaining. We'll be right back with more Temple Tonight. Welcome back to Temple Tonight. Last episode, I did a segment where I revisited my old diary and showed you guys some pictures. Apparently, there were a lot of kids watching who felt inspired. I got a bunch of letters from many Temple Tonight fans who wanted advice. So I thought it would be cool to answer some of them on the show. Fun, right? So let's see what these kids had to say. Aww. This one little girl named Ava, she says, "Dear Madeline, I loved you in the last episode. Your outfit was fabulous. I can't wait to see what you're wearing next episode." Oh, Ava, it's good. "You're my fashion icon. How do you manage to be so funny and stylish at the same time?" Ava, let me tell you, it's not easy. When I'm sitting in hair and makeup, I go over my jokes like a million times to make sure they're still funny. I mean, what can I say? I'm naturally funny and stylish, but it does take time. Even as a professional, I still have to put in a lot of work. Don't worry, though. I'm sure you'll get there someday. All right, let's take a look at the next one. This one is from a little boy named Kevin. He says, "Dear Madeline, I've been watching the show for the past year. I think you're a great host, and I want to be just like you someday. I've already sent my audition tape in, but do you have any other advice on how to get to the top?" Well, Kevin, you still have a long way to go. I've spent years perfecting my craft. I mean, maybe one day you can be my assistant and we can consider putting you on the writers' team. Trust me, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm so happy you're inspired by me, though. Next up, we have a letter from Billy. The letter says, "Dear Madeline, I really need your help. My friends at school found out that I watched Temple Tonight and have been bullying me nonstop ever since. They say that the writing is awful and the host is not that good. They keep saying to just watch Jimmy Fallon instead. Ugh. What should I do? I want to prove that Temple Tonight isn't lame. Billy, clearly your friends don't know anything. They don't know what real humor is, and they must not truly understand Temple Tonight. You should take it as a compliment that they're bullying you. That just means you're destined for greatness. I mean, look where I'm at now. Take that, Allison. I told you I'd make it someday. All right, let's move on to another letter. This one's from Megan. Megan says, Dear Madeline, help. My parents have been fighting nonstop, and my friend Janie says that means they're going to get a divorce. I don't want my dad to move away. What do you think I should do? I mean, well, that's a tough one, Megan. And honestly, I don't really have any advice since my parents are still happily married. But good luck with that. I have heard, though, that divorces usually lead to a new pet, so at least there's that. Finally, we have a letter from little Annie. It says, Dear Madeline, I love you so much you have no idea. I've seen every episode of Temple Tonight like 13 times. You're my favorite person in the whole world. Will you please adopt me and be my mom? I want to spend every day with you. Please, pretty please. Okay, I don't really even know what to say to this, but no, Annie, I will not be your mom. I think that's enough of this for now. We'll be right back with more Temple Tonight after I make sure that Annie isn't hiding somewhere in the studio.
What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be going around surprising my best friends with personalized Christmas gifts. My assistant and I have been wrapping these gifts for the past 3 hours. Ow! How do people do this? Okay, well, technically, I haven't been the one wrapping them. Do you have any idea how hard it is to cut paper and use tape at the same time? Woohoo! Merry Christmas! It's me and Santa! Santa's come to town! Merry Christmas! Yay!
Hi.
I got you a present!
What is it?
Open it! Just open it!
What is this?
It's a certificate for driver's ed classes!
I already have my license.
I know, silly. But you're always hitting the curb, so I thought it might be good for you to have a refresher.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Aww. You're welcome, Grace. Merry Christmas! Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, Brianna!
I'm gonna have to call you back. Madeline, what's going on?
I'm giving presents to all of my best friends today, so of course I got you one.
Oh my gosh, that was so thoughtful. Thank you.
I wanted to get you a watch so you won't ever be late again.
How thoughtful.
So here's my gift. Merry Christmas, Jake!
Oh, hey Madeline. What are you doing here?
I come bearing gifts!
It's 7 in the morning.
Well, no one would wake up with presents if Santa only delivered them in the afternoon. Here, you want to see? Whoa, look at it be. What?
This is just a rock with a face drawn on it.
No, you don't get it. It's a pet rock. You're always talking about how lonely you are, so I wanted to get you something to keep you company.
Thanks, Madeline.
You're welcome, Jake. Merry Christmas!
I think that went really well. I love spreading joy during the holiday season, and I also love that this fulfilled my court-ordered community service hours. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome back to Temple Tonight. Christmas is my favorite holiday, and as a gift from me to you, I booked us a very special guest. Everyone, please welcome my favorite mall Santa. Thank you so much for coming on the show tonight, Santa. I know it's a really busy season for you.
Ho, ho, ho. Thank you for having me. But, like, seriously, you could just call me by my real name. It's Paul.
No, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, Santa, What's it like being a mall Santa? Is it just like it is in the movies?
Well, it's definitely not as glamorous as Hollywood makes it seem. You know, they don't really show you all the screaming and crying kids, and even worse, all the parents that are throwing tantrums.
What? Parents scream and throw tantrums? I thought it was supposed to be all merry and bright.
Right? You would think so, but these families, these parents, they wait in line for hours to take this picture for a Christmas card that, like, honestly nobody wants. And if that isn't bad enough, one picture alone is $700.
What? $700? Looks like inflation made its way to the North Pole.
Yeah, you're telling me? We had to make Rudolph get a job landing planes for the other 11 months of the year just to break even.
Okay, please tell me Mrs. Claus isn't working the pole.
What?
You know, the oldest profession, an adult dancer.
Oh, no, nothing like that. We've just had to make a few cutbacks.
Like what? Do you not give out candy canes anymore? Did you outsource your toy workshop to China? What cutbacks could you possibly be talking about?
Well, for starters, we can't afford to hire the good elves anymore. So now we're stuck with some 16-year-old who spends her entire shift texting her boyfriend who, like, totally doesn't get it.
Oh. Wow, I had no idea how hard it is to be a mall Santa. I mean, back when I was a kid, the only thing I had to worry about over the holidays were the itchy sweaters my mom made me wear. I mean, hopefully your next shift is a little less stressful. Probably won't be, but fingers crossed. We'll be right back with more Temple Tonight. Welcome back to Temple Tonight. As the year comes to an end, I've been reflecting on the events that shaped 2023. You know, looking back, a lot happened. There was some good, some bad, and some profoundly mid. I thought it would be nice to take a trip down memory lane so we could really process all that's happened. Let's begin. Starting off strong on January 1st, 2023, actor Jeremy Renner was run over by a snowplow, breaking 30 bones. He's okay now, thankfully, but I think this event really set the tone for the rest of the year. I mean, when the year starts off with an American hero getting severely injured, you might think to yourself, how can this year get worse? Well, how about severe wildfires all across Canada? That happened this year too. Because of the wildfires, the skies filled with smog and the air quality in the tri-state area was horrible. You know, I thought we were still hundreds of years away from the end of the world, but now I'm starting to second guess myself. In some more positive news, another world leader was crowned. King Charles III was coronated. And in the tradition of the royal family, his official responsibilities include being old, racist, and British. Speaking of world leaders, Taylor Swift absolutely dominated this year. Between her Eras tour, the re-recordings, and her whirlwind romances, the carbon emissions of her private jet are on track to outpace the Air Force. Congrats on a big year, Taylor. Also in the entertainment world, Barbenheimer took the world by storm when both films were released on July 21st. A survey reported that 40% of Americans lied about seeing Oppenheimer just so they could feel included. Despite the double feature box office success, Hollywood halted production when SAG-AFTRA and the WGA announced their strikes. However, not everybody followed the rules, including the new season of American Horror Story. Despite the shakeup, it was true to form, because scabbing is the scariest thing of all. There's a lot more I want to mention, but not enough time, so I thought I would hit you guys with a rapid-fire list. Also in 2023, Angela Bassett did the thing, Martha Stewart slayed on the cover of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, Philly sports fans were down bad twice, a giant balloon tried to spy on us, George Santos lied more than SZA, and the Beatles released a comeback song. And we found out aliens are real. We'll be right back with more Temple Tonight. Welcome back to Temple Tonight. We have a very special guest here in the studio tonight. Everyone, please welcome Rig Juice.
What's up, guys?
Thank you so much for coming on the show tonight, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, so can you start by introducing yourselves for me?
I'm Nick. I'm Nick. That's all there is to me.
Plays guitar.
I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Milosh. I play bass.
And I'm Alex. I'm the drummer.
And I'm Madeline. I'm the host, in case you didn't know. Can you guys start, can you tell me how your band got started?
So the band started with Alex and I were put in contact through another person. And we went through a few members and a few controversies. And we went out. And now we have Milosh. So worked
And he's
out well.
awesome. We love him.
Very nice. How long have you guys been together as a group, the three of you?
Almost a year now. We had our first show last March.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's almost a year.
Wow. Well, happy almost birthday.
Thank you.
Just say happy almost birthday. Rig Juice is a pretty unique name for a band. How did
Yeah.
you guys come up with that?
So we were in Alex's basement, and I had a bunch of stickers on my guitar, and one of them on the back was Rig Juice from Regular Show.
Okay.
So I watched that show, like, the entire show, like, again, last year. No, freshman year, sorry. And, yeah, I was really obsessed with it. And then we were thinking of names, brainstorming, and then Alex points at my guitar that's facing the back and the Rig Juice sticker. And that was it.
Done deal. It's
Yeah,
a good name.
that's pretty much how it went. And it's a childhood show
Yeah,
for a lot
really
of people.
nostalgic. So
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, great job, Alex. You came up with that band's name
Thank
pretty
you.
fast there. Genius.
I mean, that was all your swag with the sticker on
I
the back
mean,
of the
I
guitar.
took every sticker off of it besides that
Yeah.
one because
Oh,
it was kind
wow.
of childish.
It's the
but-
token.
Yeah, but that one's cool.
So, can you tell us a little bit about what kind of music you guys make?
So you know the show Regular Show?
I've heard of it. I've heard
So
of
like
it.
imagine just like an episode of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like a bunch of craziness. Like you'll like think, oh, it's like nice bands of three kids playing, and then it just gets like a little weird. It's the only really way I can describe it, honestly.
I see.
We have a very, I think what Nick's trying to say is we have a very wide
Yeah, a very wide range of
Variety of-
songs.
Okay.
music that we play, and within each song that we do play and like kind of have written together, there's things that might switch up, sound a bit different, and rather than just going between different tracks and songs, we kind of like to, mesh sounds together. We've all got like different music tastes
Yeah,
and, similar music tastes, and it
not really
just
though.
works well together.
That's
Yeah.
why, because we all have very different tastes.
So, who were each of your kind of musical inspirations growing up? Who do you get that taste from, each of you?
I get my tastes from my dad, so like classic rock, psychedelic
Okay.
rock, Pink Floyd, all that stuff, blues, Allman Brothers, just like guitar music.
Okay. What
Yeah.
about you?
I guess my dad is a jazz musician, so grew up listening to a lot of jazz. Really like David Brubeck and Vince Guaraldi, and all that. Yeah, and then I got into rock later, so more like indie rock now.
Okay.
Yeah.
My dad had a very, and still has a very large CD collection, so
CDs.
growing up, yeah, well, that's what we would be putting in like the stereo of the car, like going places like, so yeah, I just kind of inherited his music taste a little bit, and just being a drummer in different bands, like outside of school, in school, just being able to play different genres, and I've met a lot of different people who like a lot of different music, so just very wide variety for me, honestly.
Right. Well, I like that you guys said a little bit of jazz in there. I mean, I tried to play the saxophone for a couple years when I was in elementary school. It didn't really.
You should join. We're looking for a nice like
No.
We want a
extra
little
kind
bit
of
a
person
horn.
who will do like maybe like a horn or something, like
Section,
little extra touch.
I'm so in.
All
I am
right,
so
do you want to do
in.
a Christmas show with us?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes.
All right, we'll do it.
You guys, I just joined a band. This is pretty cool.
Hey.
Wow. Next up.
Only on Temple tonight.
Yes. Yeah, of course. So what's your songwriting process like?
Usually, like, some song, we started kind of like I would just write songs, but we live together, so we kind of just like, the song we played, he wrote the chords from some other song, and we kind of just like put into like a little groove style, and then, yeah. So it's kind of like just like jamming, a lot of jamming.
A lot of jamming.
Yeah, I don't have too much like input when it comes to songwriting. I like to, provide the space for practicing, and Nick, Milos, they have a lot of ideas, and my ideas that I have in terms of drumming and all these sounds, ideas that I want to try out, I find a way to make it work with the songs, play the way that the song should sound, whatever sounds good to us, and yeah, just get to work, have fun. That's what we do, really.
Yeah, well, that's the goal, having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Been having a lot of fun recently.
Yeah.
Is there anything new that you guys are working on, or anything you'd like to promote that's coming up?
Not really, honestly,
Any
because
shows coming up?
he has a show this Friday with his other band, New Galena.
Yeah, there is going to be a New Galena show this Friday. So Rig Juice, these two are leaving the country actually for school very soon. So there isn't going to be too much coming up, and same with one of the members in the other band that I'm in, New Galena. So, we're just kind of wrapping up a lot of the activities and writing, just everything that we've been doing. Sometimes we got to take some time, focus on work and school and things like that, and we'll be around. We'll still be probably more slowly, but we'll be working on things, and keep an eye out because we're not going anywhere.
We'll be back.
We'll be here.
Stronger.
Yeah.
Stronger and better than ever.
Yep.
That's very exciting that you guys are going abroad, and I personally will be keeping an eye out for new song releases. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show, and up next we have a special exclusive performance from Rig Juice.
Floating around and we're singing a song. We're floating around and we're playing along. We're floating around, just you and me. Together we look back on the history, on how we just floating along. The cat dragged by the hopeless fight through the trail of tears. and he drank from the hiker's hand in the fear that he had lost his way back home. Another death, we're floating along until you know what's best on how we just floated along. The cat dragged by the homeless bag through the trail of tears, and he drank from the hiker's hand in the fear that he had lost his way back home. Thank you.
Special thanks to Rig Juice for their amazing performance. Yeah. And from everyone here at Temple tonight, we wish you happy holidays and a happy new year. We'll see you next time.